Alright guys, welcome to today's Dokkan battle video. I will be doing countdown to the crash, which is the Omega Shenron Shadow Dragon Arc Dokkan Event. This is the man right here. I'll be using him as a leader for this team. We're running him as the lead, like I said, with Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, the Trunks from GT, STR, Extreme, Physical, Sin Shenron, and the Unawakened Majub as a filler unit. So let's start the event. We're going to go on the right side of the event because that's where all the key is. What you want to do with this team is you want to make sure you get key when you need it. If you don't need it, you could have went on the left side, but key is always a good thing when you run events like this. Here we go. That is a lot of key on Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. So let's see what we got to work with on our first rotation. Okay, so this is a decent rotation. We have the Majub, Vegeta, and Omega Shenron. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have the units link up like that. Give some key, and we're going to give some key. So what these units do is Omega Shenron can lower the attack and defense of your enemy, plus when he super attacks he can greatly lower the defense of your enemy. And Vegeta is the same way. He increases his attack and defense, but he greatly lowers the defense of the enemy with his super attack. So we're just cutting through this man like butter. And what Majub does is he has his own passive that increases his attack and his defense depending on how much HP you have. I think it's 80% on him, as you saw on the screen. So we're going to do this. We're going to have Omega Shenron super attack, lower the enemy's defense, and we're going to have Gogeta, which can also lower the attack and defense of the enemy, do a super attack as well to give himself a boost every time he does a super attack. Gogeta gives himself attack and defense for a turn, which is pretty awesome. He can tank a lot. Oh, we were getting the double super attack, which is his passive. He can get an additional attack off that can turn into a super attack, which is pretty nice when running events. I have to say this team for Shadow Dragon Arc is pretty fun to run. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, now we're on this part of the stage. I can't seal him. I can't stun him. So you saw all their passives there on the screen. If you want to see them, you can stop the video. But basically what it is Vegeta gives himself a boost, and he has a medium chance to dodge super attacks. The Omega Shenron is lowering the attack and defense of the enemy, and this Omega Shenron lowers the defense of the enemy as well, and gives himself a little boost. which is pretty nice. And all three of them are going to lower the enemy's defense. So they're going to cut through him like butter. Like that. So we're on to the final stage in the STR stage. And in this stage, he does get an immunity to stuns and seals. So, and also he does lock your units, so you might want to watch out where you put your units. And also, if you're ever in a situation, Dende is always a good thing to bring along. He heals you, and after he relieves all status effects, you can move your units around wherever you want them. So we're going to do the Gogeta, and we're going to do the Omega Shenron, and also we're going to have the Majub there at the end. If Majub gets his super attack off, he can lower the enemy's attack, which is pretty nice as a filler unit. But, oh, he's going to super attack Gogeta. And usually super attacking Gogeta, he'll have a effect where he can counter attack that super attack, which is always nice to see when it goes off. Oh my goodness, we cut through this event like butter. Gogeta, Omega Shenron, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and the other three units as well did some work in helping us take down this Omega Shenron event and get the medals. What I'm doing is I'm farming this event up as many times as I can to get the medals to awaken the SR Agility Sin Shenrons, so that I can Dokkan awaken them into Omega Shenrons and feed them into my Omega Shenron, the physical one that right now is sitting only at SA1. What I want to do is I want to save up my Kais for future units that I don't really need to necessarily farm the events up. When you have an event that's pretty easy, if you have the right team, then you can just smooth sail through the whole event and just grind up the medals for those units, which is exactly the best thing to do. If you have the GT link, you take less damage, and you also nullify, or excuse me, increase the damage you deal to Omega Shenron, which is always nice. This is the man right here. That's his passive. Pretty beastly passive. This is the STR one that you can farm up from the second stage of the event. And also this Sin Shenron that I did use in the video, he can be farmed up with the SR Agility ones. If you level them up and awaken them into SSRs, you can boost up his super attack to 10. So if you ever run into the situation that you don't know if you can farm up SAs of the units, you might want to check the characters themselves and what they are. And remember that if you Dokkan awaken the units, then it won't work. You have to de-Dokkan awaken or keep them in their non-awakened stage so that you can feed the Agility Sin Shenrons into your units. So that's it for today's video explanation and how to run the event. If you liked it, like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Stay tuned for more Dokkan events, and peace out, guys.